Alright, vapors. Today we've got a little gift from Zamplebox that came in the mail. So, for those of you that don't know about Zamplebox, it is a mail order e-liquid subscription service that you have a few choices between, like 15 milliliter bottles, maybe 5 of them, 4 of them or something. We go with the average one, which is about $33.99 a month, which is for 6 30 milliliter bottles, and there's even a larger subscription with more bottles, and you can individually also choose bottles and hardware, so mods, tanks, batteries and stuff and whatnot, I believe. I'm not sure on the batteries, but a ton of different things from Zamplebox. Essentially, it is a e-liquid, e-juice distributor online that will send you, with free shipping, mind you, basically any e-liquid or e-juice on the market. And they're pretty actually damn good. So we've got a little shipment, a little order that came here today. We've got some other products too. So this is our main sample box per month that we would normally receive, our official member box. This comes every month. It's the same price. It just reloads automatically on the same bank account, credit card, or debit card. So you just put your credit card in. And one thing to note about Zamplebox is you can actually order the box early. So say you got a box and you're out of liquid 20 days from that box, so you can order it, again, and it'll just charge your card. So that, it's not necessarily subject to every 30 days, but that's how it's normally done if you don't, similar to your Netflix stuff. If you order Netflix subscription, it'll bill you every 30 days, the same amount. But then also you're able to get additional liquids, anywhere from, I've seen 120 milliliter bottles on there. You can get empty bottles. I'm sure you can probably get syringes for filling your own stuff. You can get coils, wires. You can get all sorts of stuff from Zamplebox. It's a great service, great subscription. We love it. It really tailors your tastes. So you fill out a flavor, menu or whatever your flavors that you prefer, things that you don't. You can like them, share them, and whatnot. And sometimes it comes with some cool stuff. They've got some cool shit on there as well. One of the things that the female ordered recently, and this was literally just ordered Thursday, I'd say Thursday night. At 10 o'clock at night. So this shit didn't ship out until Friday morning. It was in the mail all day Friday, and then of course Saturday was in transit, and this is Monday. This is Monday by 3 p.m. We're not even at 3 p.m. right now, and all this stuff came. So some of that's dependent on your mail, but we ordered her a mod that she has been wanting for a while. And for those that don't know about myself, I always stick with the Vaporesso mod, so to speak. I've got like an Aspire NX75 mod that's made all of metal. In fact, you're puffing on it right now, aren't you? You're using that Aspire NX75 mod with the big baby beast. That's what's extremely popular right now. Some people pronounce it as smoke. It is pronounced smoke, S-M-O-K brand. In fact, I've got one in my hand right now too. A big baby with a Vaporesso Target Pro mod. So I'm always partial to the Vaporesso things. We're always going with Zamplebox. Prior to Zamplebox, guys, we were buying it from vape shops near us, and we're just paying up the ass for the stuff. So outrageous, yeah, so expensive for the shit, and it's just a waste of money to buy it in store. Yeah, you're not paying for shipping, but we're not paying for shipping with Zamplebox either. So they will give you a tasting menu. This was last month's tasting menu. We loved every liquid it had. We probably had one that we weren't, so 100% keen on, and that was probably the Razzle Pop down there. But yeah, they'll always give you one of these. Sometimes you're lucky enough to get a little cleaning cloth in the box as well. A little green cleaning cloth. Some stickers and whatnot too. But so this was our last month's menu. I can show you the bottles at some point, but I'm not going to right now because we keep only the bottles kind of here that we're utilizing. We've got a few things here that I normally partake in. Here's a gel little jacket for my Target Pro mod I'm using right now. Here's the Taro Pro mod. I've also got the original Taro with the carbon fiber type of faceplate on it. But so the one that she ordered today is most similar to this from Vaporesso. I'm very partial to the Vaporesso tanks, as I've said before. I've got another one right here. You can check out all these videos on my channel, all these individual tanks and mods reviewed and whatnot, and gone through and my recommendations as to what's popular and what's not. We've got a bunch of shit here, as you can see. We've got the Gemini tank from Vaporesso here. I've even got another Vaporesso tank right here that unfortunately got tipped over and all the liquid fell out of it, but yeah. And these Vaporesso coils are extremely popular. These C-cell ceramic coils. I love these guys, and just like any of the other coils, you can rinse them out under hot running water, or you can even put them into an alcohol solution, and it will clean out the cotton in those. But, you know, we've got the Baby Beast right here from Smoke. We've got the Big Beast running the TFV 12 coil inside there. And honestly, what we have been using for the most part lately is the Big Babies, because they run these coils. You know, you can buy the pen. We've got 2 of them right here. 2 of the actual pen, the V8 sticks they're called. And we absolutely hate them because they run these V8 sticks at about, I'm not going to guess 3.7 volts, but probably at around there, maybe 4 volts they're outputting, but they're outputting like 65, 70 watts on average, you know, and consistent 75 watts it's about. So this burns through your M2 coils that run on this. You have to run an M2 coil with this V8 stick in the Big Baby Beasts that come with this kit, and it's, well, complete waste. It's bullshit because they overpower the coil and you're going through them like every other day. So if you've been wondering why you're going through your V8 stick Smoke Big Baby Beast coils, the M2 coils, so often, that's your reason. You're using a mod that's too powerful. There's just not there's no adjustment you can do. As I run my Big Baby at about, where we're at right now, we're at about 63 watts, and I do it, you know, with a type of a swing, you know, so I'll start at like 60 watts, I'll set it so that it'll go up to maybe 75, then drop back down to like 55, 40 watts. You know, that's just my preference. So you get a mod that you can do that with an Omni chip on board or whatever, temperature controlled, variability and whatnot, and yeah, your variable wattage, that's going to be your VW, variable wattage. So we've got some other things here like the Cubist tank. I'm only having things here on this plate that we use per month, you know. You can check out my other vape stuff in my white glass cabinet. That's got pretty much all the things I like to use in there. But I've been vaping for about 9 years now. I even started vaping on these little USB sticks with a cord on them from Totally Wicked E-Liquid, literally, that were a 901 type connection. So the threading on these things are now a 510 type connection. That's all the tanks that they make now on the vapor market are with a 510 connection. And what I'm talking about is this little threading pattern right here on the bottom. These are considered a 510 connection for those that care or know. And I have been vaping since we've been using a 901 connection. They varied too. You could get a 510 and a 901, but yeah, we're all universal 510 connections now, including this guy. So all of them are 510. And so today we're taking a look at the Vaporesso Smart, small and start, but the the Taro Mini starter kit. So this is the full kit. This is really what I recommended her to buy. It's a, you know, it's a smaller version of the Taro Pro and the Taro. The Taro Pro and the Taro both use dual 18650 batteries, so 2 18650 batteries. If you don't know what those are, well, you wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't. So yeah, I've got the IntelliCharger i4. It's got 4 banks, obviously, as opposed to 2 or whatever they make more. That's the best way to charge your batteries, because those of you that are charging them with a cell phone fast charger or an iPad charger, I'm sorry, you're charging them at 2 to 2.1 amps. And you cannot charge an 18650 at 2.1 amps or even 2 amps. You've got to charge them at 1 amp only. So that's a slow trickle charger. It even charges them slower than that. So that's why I recommend the chargers actually made for them. But our last August tasting menu included some amazing flavors. Just amazing flavors. We loved every one of them except the Razzle Pop that much. But of course I indulged in that as well. But let's take a look at the Zamplebox that came today and get an idea of what flavors we're looking at. So I'm just going to pop this guy open. Of course, it's full of all the little white packaging crap. Looks like right here we've got our normal stuff. We've got a sticker. I already see some stuff that I like. I've got some favorite juices and whatnot, but you know, it's always nice to try new stuff. So some new stickers we got here. We got a what do you think share it card as always, a rating card. So we can give those recommendations. And then we've got our tasting menu. Amy's September tasting menu. We've got the Buttery Nipple. We've got the Drip Diver. Love the Drip Diver, guys. I've had that for about a year. A bottle of it. It comes with a little anchor on it. That stuff is very good. Keen we've got. We've got numskullz. Numskullz, in my, if I remember correctly, is made by a company called Taffy Man. Taffy Man makes amazing liquid. Probably one of my favorites. So I'm really glad to see that. We've got a strawberry and a strawberry shortcake. I'm sorry, cheesecake. So, yeah, if you look at the box retail value of this shit, guys, $106.98. But then we got something else. I ordered her up a little bit something special this time, so she would not be without liquid to kind of use as a backup. And I'm going to tell you a secret here that I do every so often, and that is when my bottles of liquid get low, I mix some extra VG, some extra PG in there, maybe a squirt or two of nicotine out of the syringe, and basically enhance the bottle. I'm not changing the flavor, characteristic, or all that. What I'm doing is just extending, prolonging the e-juice by adding VG and PG, vegetable glycerin, and propylene glycol. So that's what you've got to add. Let's take a look at our Zamplebox. I don't recommend everyone doing that, but if you're on a tight budget like we are and you need to extend or prolong your e-juice, why the fuck not? Okay, look what we got here. So we've got an Atlas Vapor strawberry one. We've got our Drip Diver. Love this one. Got the same bottle in the other room there. Obviously empty though. Very, very, very good flavor. The Buttery Nipple. That one's going to look interesting. We'll have to try those out. The numskullz. So this is by Taffy Man. She knows I'm partial to Taffy Man. Love it. Been ordering Taffy Man for the last probably year and a half, 2 years. Tried every flavor of the Taffy. So this one's just going to be a great new addition to that collection. And we'll see how that is. We'll give these ratings and stuff. You can check back on later videos and see what we actually think of these bottles and all whatnot. They're classified, huh? So that's interesting. And then we've got a Mount. Looks like popcorn, but it's not. So let's have a closer look at this one really quickly. Yeah. Pocono Vapes, looks like. 3 milligrams. We're getting everything at 3 milligrams. Usually, you know, the VG-PG stuff has changed, guys. It used to be 50-50, vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, but now it's, you know, normally you're going to see like 75 VG, 25 PG, but some of them vary and differ. So that is our September tasting menu. I'll have to let you guys know what we think of these. We'll do a rating on it. I can almost guarantee you this is going to be my favorite one right off the bat. Obviously, indulged in a little space for this box even, so that says he's special, huh? See, as I said, the Taffy Man liquids, yep. Love this guy. This is very, very, very good. But I haven't actually tried this exact flavor yet, so that'll be interesting. Then we got a little bit special here. Ordered this up for her because she's going through her liquids too fast each month. Both of us were indulging in it too much, so we needed an extra bottle here that we could prolong and extend. So I'm going to get to doing that right away. I'm going to get to mixing up a full bottle of it and go from there. So that, you know, they can obviously put 3 bottles in one of these little boxes, but today we got Cali Steam. This is really popular. The Cali Steam Cosmic Fog type stuff is extremely popular, but this is a company that we found out from Zamplebox. You know, we originally tasted this stuff from Zamplebox, not at this exact flavor, some other flavors, and they can be seen in my other videos, but we've got the other, you know, flavors from Cali Steam in the other room there, and yeah, we're excited to try this Cali Girls one. So this is all they had available at Zamplebox, so I scooped up the last one they had in stock. This is going to be interesting. I always add the nicotine to it, guys, for my tanks, but she's trying to keep it at 3, so we'll probably dilute this one a little bit. But yeah, there we go. We got that one from Cali Steam. So we've got a total of 7 bottles that came today. Now we're looking at this guy, the Vaporesso Taro Mini Starter Kit. So let's have a little peek at this and see what she looks like. Ordered her up in the pink camo for her. You know, little girls mod. So let's see. And all these come out the same way. You're just going to pull the box out of all these Vaporesso mods and tanks and stuff and whatnot. Beyond the ordinary. And look at that, guys. He beautiful. She, so to speak. So I believe it comes with this veco tank. And then a veco coil. So a regular Vaporesso coil. Have to check the wattage on it. I'm sure it'll say, though. And then we got the mod here. So it comes with an extra coil. An EUC coil, so I'm not sure if it's the same C-cell ceramic coils that I've always been partial to, but yeah, we got a aluminum braided cord here as well. So they're, you know, glad they provide us with that stuff. So what we've got in this little box is, of course, probably our instruction manual. And we'll probably have a warranty card, so it'll give the specifics here. So if you're looking for specifics, the mod in smart variable wattage, CCW, VT, CCT, TCR, and bypass mode. Temperature range is 100 degrees Celsius. up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Fahrenheit to 600. So those are temperature ranges. Output wattage is 5 to 80. So we've got a decent, output wattage. She's never really going above 60, 75 watts anyways. Those big baby tanks using the TV8 coils. That's what we're normally pumping through these guys. I don't run them at more than 75 watts ever. So these are probably the most popular tank on the vaping market right now. So let's have a look at this, guys. The suitable atomizer is 0.05 ohms to 5 ohms. USB upgradable and customizable. So that's what's good about these newer mods, guys. All the newer mods are going to be upgradable online, via firmware upgrade and stuff. So OLED display. It's a 510 thread, as I was saying, as they all are now. And we've got, 35 amps as your standby current. Is that 0.35? Oh, that's weird. So we've got, less than that. Voltage range is 0 to 8.5 volts. Battery cell, lithium, 18650 by 1, not included, of course. So we've got our instruction manual in here, guys. Give you some useful information, but if you want to check out a lot of stuff, you can probably just go online and check it. So we got our material there and our temperature-controlled value range, so you're going to want to know that stuff necessarily. So, yeah, that's this is the Vaporesso Taro Mini. Let's have a look at the mod real quick. It feels really nice, guys. It's light. It looks great. It's got this little, 2 magnets here, I believe, that clip on. Little vents on the bottom here. Very nice screen. By the way, I've dropped these Taros a ton of times. Not exactly, particularly this one, but even the heavier ones, and they have withstood concrete, spills. Metal spills, throwing them against the wall even, literally. These guys will last through anything. They're good milled machine aluminum, so they're actually made of metal. These are made of metal too. Let's pop this cover off real quick and see what we got. So you just would insert your fingernail into the bottom portion right here, and this will just pop off like such. Do it both hands. And there's what you've got. So you've got 2 magnets, as I said, that connect right here. You pop your 18650 in like that. I believe it's going to be positive side up, as most of them are, and you got just 2 basic copper contacts in there like that. You got some venting. One thing that is odd or weird about these guys is that they put the USB port for charging and firmware upgrades and whatnot, the USB micro connection obviously, on the inside of it. So if you're going to charge this bitch up, you're going to have to use, take the battery cover off, but yeah, oh well. To each its own. But very nice. Very, very, very light. We can see what the weight is like, when we put an 18650 in. Yeah, let's prime up this coil for you guys, this tank. Looks very nice. Looks like it's got the airflow adjuster on the top there. So we'll see how this fills. Looks very nice. And yeah, I would definitely compare this, guys, to the smoke tanks. The smoke tanks are, if you hold it up to the big baby, we're looking pretty similar. I mean, the mouthpiece is a little bit different. This is a little bit smaller than the big baby, but pretty similar, So a lot of these tanks that they're making nowadays would be probably really comparable to these smoke tanks anyways, but to each its own. Here we've got an extra coil here, of course. That's always good to see. Usually they alter the resistance on the additional coils, so these are unique. Never tried these coils yet, so I'll have to give you an update on how these work. Obviously, prime your coils on up before you do it. And of course, you can probably get a mod like this where you can, a tank where you can put in an RDA or an RTA type coil as well. So I'm sure you can rebuild them. I've got over 50 different tanks, though, waiting all different kinds of Kenthal wires, different ratings and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to try these liquids out, guys. We'll prime this guy on up. We'll give him some use, and we'll let you know how he works. The only other thing we had in the bag is this is common to Vaporesso. Anytime you order a mod or a kit from them, you're going to get this aluminum kind of braided USB cable. These are really nice. I actually use this for audio equipment as well. So this shit is nice to have. Love those USB cables. They're pretty short, but oh well. You got your warranty information, I'm assuming. So a little card here. Let's see what we got in here. So this is just basically another instruction manual in a different language. So 2 instruction manuals. This one's a little fatter though, by the way. And then we got, I'm assuming, our warranty information. So it just opens up like this, and yes, the Vaporesso stuff's always going to have its warranty card in here. So you got your warranty, you know that it's actually authentic from Vaporesso. We got some information on the coil, got a warning card there as well. Can't be liable. We don't want to blow our face up, guys. For those that don't know why e-cigarettes explode simply because of the battery. I shouldn't have to go over that for you. It's even happened to myself sometimes, so even a veteran vapor can happen to. I'm actually moving houses at one point with an 18650 battery in my top pocket. All of a sudden I hear this sound, like this kind of sizzling noise, and I'm like, oh shit, I know exactly what the fuck it is. It's a goddamn 18650 battery in my fucking pocket. So, take it out, the thing's hot as hell, I had to throw it in the sink, and it just kind of burns itself. You know, it didn't explode, thank God, but there was no metal on metal contact in there. You know, when you have those batteries start to get worn out, the top, you know, positive contact can start to actually act as a metal, you know, attraction, and when it attracts other things, it'll start to activate that battery in your pocket and boom, explode. So never recommend using old batteries. Once they get worn out like that, you know, I can show you one that's kind of old. We're on the verge of getting rid of this one anyways, but yeah, as you can see, once they get kind of fucked up like that, guys, I would get rid of them. So this one's okay still, you know, if you're careful with it. I'm the only one that uses this one anyways. It is a different output than some of the other ones. I believe these are 3,000. Yep, 3,000 milliamps. So the batteries do differ, you know. I recommend the Samsung, LG type batteries as opposed to some of the other brands. The F-set ones are real cool. Those work great. However, you can't use, in a regular 18650 battery with e-cigarettes. You've got to use specifically the unprotected ones. Some 18650 batteries, as I could show you, I've probably shown you in another video, they have a little circuit inside them that protects the battery. These do not. That circuit makes it a little bit too big for it to fit inside of an e-cigarette, and there's your problem. So, that being said, guys, we're going to transfer the new plate, our plate for our new tasting menu. Get rid of all this old shit here, clean it up, and yeah, change it on out. So there you have it. That's our Zamplebox, our September tasting menu. Amy's. Yeah. Working out pretty good, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe, give a thumbs up. We'll do a full review on this. I'll have her prime it up and use it with a fresh battery and all that. We'll go through this coil even. We'll test this tank out for vapor production, how she works and all that in the next video. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, and I'll be back with much more.